Welcome back to Real Estate Masters on TV25. I'm David Johnston, my co-host Tanika Bryant. This afternoon we've been visiting with Debbie Glassberg in her container home in the Brookside area of Kansas City. Debbie, right before we left, we've been chatting a little bit, and I had a question, which was, you have a great product. So now, how do we find a buyer for this type of thing? Who do you market to? How do you market this type of product in Kansas City, who's probably more accustomed to a more traditional style home than a container home? Can't be the easiest thing.
Well, I think modern is now what people are expecting. I think the traditional housing is a little dated. So I think, to capture the young and even the baby boomers who were already used to all the looks of the 60s, I think it's going to be an easy sell. I'm going to start with this first community, so people are going to be able to see it. And then I'm going to be able to manufacture these as modules. And so if somebody wanted to build a hotel or they wanted to build something different, I'd be able to offer them completely finished. And they just put them together on site. So it's fast building as well.
So this is the future. This is your long-term vision, or this is your long-term goal?
Yes, yeah.
And if our audience and any of the people who are watching have been doing any research on the container builds and things like that, there's so many things you can do, not just residential. We're also talking about commercial. They're building these and using these for universities and dorms and schools, and it just goes on and on and on in the list of it. So I'm really happy to hear that you're not just staying in your box of things, and you're going to start manufacturing and doing some other pieces as well.
Yes, and basically, any idea that might be a franchisable idea. So let's say like that simple science juice company that we've seen out there. Let's say they want to go out big. I can make them their restaurant, and when Tamika needs to have her new Keller Williams office, right?
Nope, it's not even Keller.
Okay, when Tamika wants to have her own new office, in an area, I can do offices as well. So they're great. They're really they're easy to change the design up, but replicating them over and over, will save money, and I think it's the right way to go.
All the research we've done from just looking at a variety of housing opportunities for our market, not just here in Kansas City, but nationally and internationally, what people are using, materials, and what we're able just to do with housing is huge. So I really, really thank you for taking the idea and bringing it here outside of, I know when I moved here, everyone was like, oh, you can't do this, or you can't do that, and just really being a trailblazer and moving it right along. And so the one thing I do want to express to a lot of the real estate community, especially the agents who watch us, is that sometimes you have to get in with people early on and help them bring their vision, to the forefront, not just kind of wait on the back end and say, okay, it's up now. Oh, now Debbie, can I list your house?
No.
Where
were you, girl?
When I needed help on the other
4 years ago, where were you?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's pretty cool, and I just thank you for allowing us to come in and do all those great things. And so, are there any interesting stories that you'd like to share with our audience? Something crazy or wacky, or
I don't know. This seems crazy and wacky.
This seems crazy and wacky.
That's enough.
Yes,
well, we are a little crazy and wacky.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell by the eyes, could you?
Because sometimes it gets really difficult with trying to get things approved at the city alone. It can be hectic.
Well, the city has been really supportive. I have to say that. Good. They've been sort of waiting for me to come back. They're surprised I haven't gotten back quicker. So so I just got permitted last week, and so the city has been very supportive. I think Kansas City is changing the way that you're thinking about a lot of things, and we're going to be on the forefront of cities to be and live in. Yeah, for sure.
Well, if somebody wanted to get in contact with you, what avenues or venues are available? Do you have a website, or how's?
I do have a website. They can go to my website at homecontained.com, and they can contact me there, and I can let them know about what what's going on.
So
my
what are they going to find
developments.
on your website?
They're going to find pictures of my house. They're going to see some media. We've been on MTV Cribs and a few shows.
Well, that had to be crazy.
That was really fun.
What was that like being on Cribs?
Well, Cribs was, well, you know, Cribs, you have to be under 25 to be the host. So my son, who's in film school then, he flew in to do the interview, and it was a blast. It was so much fun. So yeah, I mean, having people come over and see my house and talk about it has been, you know, the biggest joy of the project. Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah.
So it's again, it's www.homecontained
with an ed.com. Yeah, and they can contact me directly.
Very good.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you having us and our crew here for the taping and being on site. So
yeah, Debbie, we
Thank
can't thank you enough. It was a pleasure meeting you and having the opportunity to see this and share it with our viewers. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I get a donut out the garden?
Sure, you can. And bring me back. Bring me back when
I might still let a cabbage on my way out. I had a cabbage on my way out.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
Thank you for being with us on Real Estate Masters on TV25. I'm David Johnston, my co-host Tamika Bryant, and our guest today, Debbie Glassberg. Thank you again.